Welcome to the Wine Elder. Today we have an Italian varietal, but grown in Dry Creek Valley, California, which is northern Sonoma County. The winery is DaVero. This is a red blend that's called Altobasso. It's a 2018. The reason it's called that is Alto, Basso is Italian for high-low. The Sangiovese grapes grown in this are grown at a high-altitude vineyard on the top of the hills above the Dry Creek Valley, and the Barbera grapes are grown in the bottom of the valley, or the low vineyard, and then they blend them. You would not find this blend in Italy. Sangiovese comes from the Tuscany region, Barbera comes from the Piedmont region. They generally don't blend grapes from different regions together, but DaVero does it, and it makes an interesting blend. One of the freedoms of winemaking in California, where you're not bound by the restrictions that most European countries have. So DaVero, like I said, they do pretty much all Italian varietals there. Dry Creek Valley is known for Zinfandel. However, in the 1800s, the first grape growers there were Italian immigrants that grew Italian wines. Same thing in Napa Valley, is there was Italian wine varietals there in the 1800s. That all got shut down during Prohibition. They pulled out most of the vineyards, planted fruit trees and things like that for obvious historical reasons. And then when they went to replant in the Napa Valley, Robert Mondavi decided he wanted to plant French Bordeaux varietals, which is why you see Cab and Merlot in the Napa Valley. In the Dry Creek Valley, they found that Zinfandel took really well. But there's a couple growers, and DaVero's one of them, that believes in the Italian tradition and that the soil there is perfect for Italian grapes. And that's why you see, in essence, an Italian wine in Sonoma County. So the Sangiovese grape is the primary grape you find in Chianti. Not just primary, usually Chiantis are 100% Sangiovese. Barbera's in the Piedmont region. You'll see Barbera de Alba and Barbera de Asti. Alba and Asti are two of the towns up there. It simply means Barbera from those two towns. It's a very light, fruity aroma to it. You kind of get some of the same aromas that you get from things like Pinot or Barolo. You get some cherry and strawberry, I think. It's not as aromatic as some of the more aromatic wines. You have to really kind of get your nose in there to pull things out. These are fairly medium to dark as far as the color, the opaqueness. You don't see a lot through it, but it's not really dark and brickish like some of the thicker skins like Cabernet. This one, it's fruity and heavy at the same time. It's thick and inky, but without being overly dry and tannic. I would say it leans more toward fruity than tannic, but certainly not a robust fruity wine. It kind of is that balance between good amount of tannins, but a good amount of fruitiness as well. Overall, it comes across as medium to light, a little bit more on the medium side. I'm getting, it's got a little bit of kind of some rich tobacco to it, and a little bit of woodiness, a little bit of spiciness, not hot jalapeno style spicy, but spicy like cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, the woody type of spices. What I've paired this with, by the way, so for food, I've made a very traditional veal saltimbocca. So I thought Italian varietal wines, lighter, fruitier Italian wines with the veal saltimbocca, and then just some roasted potatoes and carrots with it. So we'll give this a score. The balance, it's more than average, but it's not great. I'm tasting the acidity a little bit overpowering the fruit and the alcohol. So I'll give it a 4 for the balance. That's maybe a little bit high. I mean, I want to say 3.5, but we'll give it a little benefit of the doubt and give it a 4 for the balance. The depth, I'm also going to go a 4 on this. It doesn't have a whole lot of flavors for me to describe. It is very well put together and has a lot of full flavor, but not a lot of depth to the flavor. Like I say, I kind of get a little bit of tobacco and woody spice to it. Other than that, it doesn't give me a whole lot of descriptors, I guess you could say. The finish, however, will go a 5 on it. It is very long lasting. The representation, that's a tough one because you don't see blends like this. So what is it supposed to taste like? We don't have anything to compare it to. But if I try to pick out the Sangiovese and the Barbera independently, I can get both of those. And so I'll give it a 4 for the representation because each of the 2 grapes certainly come out in that. However, they're not as well blended as they could be. And maybe this is why they don't blend these in Italy. The overall taste for this one, I'll go a 9 with it. I very much enjoy this. It's going to be nice and rich with food. I don't know if I would drink this one on its own, just drinking it. It's a very food-friendly wine. It needs some saltiness and some richness and fattiness of the food to help cut through some of that acidity. So my overall score, if we, what did we say, 4, 4, 5, and 4, that's 17 plus a 9. My overall score is going to be a 94 for the Italian red blend Alto Basso from DaVero.